Hello, and welcome to my iceberg lair. It's kind of cold in here. I'm trying to keep warm. But, thankfully, we have survived 2020. It is now 2021. Hopefully, things are going to get better now. But for now, let's look back at the movies of 2020. There weren't that many. It's kind of slim pickings, as most of them were delayed from 2020 to 2021. But, without further ado, here's my list of the best movies of 2020. Number 10, Animal Crackers. Animal Crackers is a nice little family animated movie, but the reason why it's here is because it has our main man, Sylvester Stallone. That's right. Now, if you want to hear him talk, well, you're going to have to need a drinking game because he says one line repeatedly, not that many times. So, every single time he says his one line, just take a drink. You won't get drunk, but it's a nice little game. Number 9, Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog actually turned out to be a fun film, despite the initial trailers.
Meow?
But the redesign actually looked like Sonic, it was really nice, and the film was actually nice itself. Jim Carrey, I feel, did carry a lot of the film, but overall, it was a fun film. Number 8, Encounters, the Dinner Party. Now, this isn't a film, this is an episode from a series that's kind of like The Twilight Zone, so not a movie, but I enjoyed this more than other movies that I watched this year, so here it is. And like I said, it's like a Twilight Zone episode, so it starts off normal and then starts unraveling as it gets towards the end. And I didn't see where the end was going. I thought that was really twist, and I thought they had some really cool special effects, so check it out. I actually have the links below. You can actually watch it for free here on YouTube. Also, this premiered at Sosaberry Night at the Movies, which this year was, of course, a digital event. And at that same film festival, before they showed their thing off, they had a few other shorts. And Ambling Alps was one of my favorites from the ones that they showed beforehand. Also put here down below if you want to check it out. It's a little boxing short, which I thought was really cool. Of course, being a fan of Stallone. Although that's Rambo. Rocky's over here somewhere. So I got this one and this one. Also got it here too. And I have a little glove. But like I said, you can watch them for free down in the description below. And it's just really cool to watch them. And it's really cool to see how people are making really cool shorts. And how these things sometimes are better than like whole movies. So that's really cool to see. Number 7 is The Way Back. And it's a basketball movie. Basketball movie, that means sports movie. Sports movies are always fun. And I also found this one fun. You know, they had, you know, darker tones and more depressing elements, which was sad, but I think overall it was another uplifting sports movie that was fun.
And games are supposed to be fun.
Number 6, we have Ip Man 4, the conclusion of the series, and we have Ip Man leaving Hong Kong, coming to California, so he's a fish out of water, and we introduce Bruce Lee, he's really cool, and we have Scott Adkins, he's in the film, so we got all these cool guys with doing a bunch of martial arts. The choreographing is great, the fights look good, it's really entertaining, and just a great movie overall. And I'm glad that Scott Adkins could be in a good film in 2020 because his movies of 2020 were okay. They weren't that great. So hopefully next year Scott Adkins can have a better movie. And it's looking like, possibly. Number 5 is Guns Akimbo. Guns Akimbo stars Dan Rad. So we're following Dan Rad around as he has guns stapled to his hands. So this is a pretty stylish action movie and, you know, has some very comedic moments as well. So I think overall this is just a fun time. Number 4 is Greenland. Now, Gerard Butler actually made another disaster movie recently. It's over here somewhere. And this was lambasted for being very generic and plain. So now he makes a non-generic and plain disaster movie. Greenland is just him taking his family to safety in this disaster. Now, there's no like military, there's no people at a boardroom knowing what's going on. It's just focusing on him trying to get his family to safety, you know, so it's just about the ground element. So even, it's a bit of a smaller story, but it still has grander moments where, you know, things could look really good, like they have some effects in the sky, and they have like rocks falling down as part of the comets that are falling. So they still have big moments, but we're focusing on a smaller story, and I think they did a really good job at that. Number 3 is Emma. Now, I didn't expect to like this movie, but I gave it a shot, and I gotta say, it was a fun time. It was much funnier than I expected. The comedy was a bit off the wall, and do you feel a draft?
Distinctly. Do you feel it? A chill draft. A chill and sickly draft.
So yeah, it was an oddball comedy, and also had lots of drama between characters and gossip, and all these characters were intertwined. It was actually really entertaining, and also the film just looked great. It wasn't just like they had used a really nice camera. Like, they had some really good production design. Like, color theory was really good, which was something that you don't typically notice in films, and it really stood out here as well. So number 2 is Extraction. Stars Chris Hemsworth, and this is just kind of like a balls to the walls action film. Once the action starts, it doesn't end. Really good action, no quick cuts or shaking cam. You're able to see the action and really good choreography. Yeah, it's just a really good action film. What more do you need? Number 1 is Queen's Gambit. Now, Queen's Gambit wasn't a movie, it was a miniseries, but I kind of saw it as like a 7-hour long movie that was just cut up into 1-hour intervals. It's about chess, so that's really interesting. I haven't really thought about or played chess in a long time, so coming back into this and watching this really got me back into chess. And it's funny because I actually downloaded a chess app on my phone. The chess app is just over his boxing glove. The great thing was following Beth Harmon as she becomes a chess prodigy, and it gets better and better, and she goes and starts wiping out the competition. Now, this was also set during an era where, girls typically didn't play chess. It was mainly men. So watching her come into this and they think down on her and they're like, oh, you're a girl, you can't play, and then she beats them. And it was really not just funny, it was funny, but also it's chess. It's a game that anybody can play. What wasn't fun though was the length. Now, I did enjoy most of it. There were just parts that felt like it was kind of losing traction or losing steam, maybe derailing and going into other directions, and that was a problem. Especially, I remember very vividly the second to last episode. I did not enjoy at all. Like, the entire episode, I didn't enjoy it. And I mean, I understand going more into the character and going away from chess and learning more about her and her struggles, but those parts weren't as entertaining as her and her relationship with chess, or her relationship with her mother, or her relationship with the people in the chess community as she meets them and as she gets bigger in there. So that was one downfall. I feel like they could have trimmed out maybe an episode or two and made it more concise, and that would have been a much better story to center around. But overall, I think it was really well done. And like I said, that's gotten me back into chess. There's statistics that show that lots of people bought chess sets and are just playing chess more than they used to, and that's really cool. That's a great thing that this had an effect on people. And like I said, I downloaded an app to play chess. I'm really proud of myself. I had a losing record at first, and now I have a winning record, so yay! I don't have a losing record anymore, but it's really fun. You can play against other people, you can play against the computer. There are different computer levels depending on your skills and what level you are, and there's puzzles, lessons, all this stuff. I found it really fun, so I would recommend downloading an app like this so you can play with other people and just play chess and have fun doing it. It's how about having fun, and just watching movies is about having fun, and I had fun with the list that I gave you today. I think these were some good movies. But hopefully we'll get lots of good movies in 2021. I know that lots of movies were delayed from 2020 to 2021, but also I missed some films. I know I didn't watch Tenet. I mean, I heard mixed things, so I'm not sure. Let me know down below, and also let me know about any indie films I might have missed. I'm trying to watch more indie films. I think there's some really interesting stuff going on there. So let me know, and support indie, support local, and we'll see you in 2021 with hopefully lots of good movies to choose from.